Well guys, it's time to over and under the H10. I messed up the front gear, so now is the time. Plus I got some before and after footage, but let's get these put in. These are the gears. Now this is a rear underdrive. 8-tooth pinion gear, 33-tooth ring gear. I'm gonna open these up to show you the key way this is set up. This is the overdrive. Now this is the most overdrive I've seen for a straight axle. 8-tooth pinion gear, 24-tooth ring gear. Most of the time it's like a 27 tooth, right, on the ring gear, but let's open these up. Keep in mind, I've had these for quite a few years. I've never put them in. 3 bolts. Now, most of your gears now are all 6 bolts, which is way better than the original 3, like what this is, or what this replaced. Back in the day, you only had 3 bolts, and they would shear. So you see that right there? See that triangle? See that? It keys together. So that fixes the issue we used to have. But I've had these for quite a while and I've never used them, so it's time. But yeah, this is the rear 33 ring gear and 8-tooth pinion. Can you tell which one's the front? 24 front, 33 rear. That's a big difference. Look at that. Same thing with the pinion gears. Look at that. Big difference, man. As far as the truck goes and putting the install, it's really straightforward. Take your wheels and tires off. You got a bolt here, a bolt down here. Pull this off, pull the axle shaft out. Then on the underside, you got bolts right down here. Just simply take those loose after removing the drive shaft, pull that out, and you can simply swap gears right there. I'm going to go ahead and get the job done. Now the front is the one that was skipping, so I'm kind of curious what we're going to see on that one. But regardless of that, I'm going to go ahead and get the job done and get this thing back outside because we can drive it. See right there, the gear kind of gone. So, but you know, these didn't just pop on me right out the gate, so they actually survived. I had to beat on them a little bit, but yeah, time to upgrade. I'm really hoping this fits in, but as I do these things, I always like to grease these side bearings right here. And this piece right here, got the caps go on there. Feels good. Let's try this side. And I'm really hoping these fit in because these are an older gear set, but we're about to find out. See, that all goes in right there. Looks good. Well, would you look at that? Huh, beautiful. I was a little bit worried. Now, just so you know, these gears, they do come with shims, okay? See right there. What this is for, this is so you can put the shim behind the drive shaft right here to hold the pinion gear where it needs to be. Because if the pinion gear is allowed to slide in, it can actually bind and make things nice, or bad, not nice. But it'll make things bind up. So basically, if you're driving down a hill and your front end is trying to bind up on you, trying to lock up, add some little shims. Just a 5x7 by 0.2 millimeter is all you need. Typically 1 or 2 back there gets the job done. But this feels really good. Really happy with this. At this point, we're all set to reinstall this. So, yeah, nice upgrade here. That 824. There's the broken gear. Ha! Just dug it out of this thing. I may have went too much. These things are done, by what I can tell, this is somewhere around 40% overdrive or underdrive, whatever you want to look at this. But just watch these right here. Yeah, watch this right here. This might be a bit much. This is not efficient for trail driving. Not even a little bit. Look at how much that front is going all the way around. This might be closer to 50%. Look at this. Look at that. That would be almost 50% overdrive. Holy moly. See, I may swap this back to a lesser overdrive or a stock ratio. But there's only one way to find out if this is going to work well or not, right? Let's get outside.
Full left off the wall. So just simply make a nice little crawl.
And there we are. See what that 40-something% overdrive just gave us.
My goodness. That is a lot of overdrive.
There you go. pretty much, there you go. You can see the difference now. And to the right, off the wall, there we go.
Let's see what we got now.
Not quite as much when turning to the right though. This climb right here, Super V. There we go. Now, them front gears aren't happy, so we'll have to see how they work here. Probably not even will at all. Yeah, that's not going to work. Let's see here. Wow. Now, lots of overdrive works pretty good on cliffhanger because it allows that front end to really get that pull and make that upturn. Full lock right there. See, all that overdrive really helps it make that pull up. And I tried this one before and it just ended up really bad. All right, see what we got here with cliffhanger. We know it turns tighter. That's a good thing for the overdrive stuff. Now, the vehicle's driving a little bit different for sure. Trying to get that turn up as quick as I can, and nope, no difference there at all. It has not got Crowley at all with these stock gears in it. Will overdrive make a difference? I don't know. Does that every time. All right, let's see what we can do with Crowley. Well, there we go. Maybe that overdrive will allow that front to make the pull. Nope. Okay, back to its arch nemesis. Considering what I did with no overdrive versus the overdrive, heck, the only benefit I've seen thus far has been with the steering. I mean, it doesn't seem to be worth it. Now let's see if I can get over this. All right, I think that's just me learning. Now let's see if we can get some. Now that steering might be a huge thing on stuff like this where you're driving around, but as far as those specific obstacles, it really didn't make a bit of difference at all. I did get the hook last time, I think. Almost. Probably a little bit too much on the throttle. I know having overdrive can help pull the front end down, and like climbs like that where you're coming up that, it just pulls its way up a lot better. You don't have to push so hard from the back end. The back end obviously has to push because of, you know, obvious reasons, but all right, let's see what we can do with Crack-a-Doom. See what we can do coming in like this. Now coming in like this, the back end is awful high. So that might be, now having the overdrive and being able to cut this corner without sliding off, that's a big deal. don't think I'm gonna be able to get that back in low enough. Maybe I can get it to. And I just messed up my front end now. All right. Now let's see if we can make the pull onto this. I'm more than likely just going to go with some normal overdrive gears in the front. I don't see a need to continue this. Not on this vehicle. The front end came out. Huh. Yeah, I don't see a reason to continue with this at all. Okay, so the gears themselves, really good. I like the gears. Everything went in beautifully. I did have to do a little bit. I did one shim on the inside of the rear, and then 2 at the drive shaft on the rear axle. The front was just 1 under the drive shaft. But other than that, the gears, perfect. Did exactly what they were supposed to, but I don't think it worked out very well for the vehicle at all. Sure, you get tighter turning, better maneuverability, like say you're on a course. You got the front end dropping down, coming back up. It's better in that situation. Maybe it can pull the front over. Didn't really get to show you guys any of that, but overall it didn't help on the V. Didn't help on Cliffhanger. Didn't help on Crowley. So I've got no reason to take it out, but I also have no reason to keep it in. I guess I'll just leave it, but it was, I don't know. It wasn't all it was cracked up to be, like what I had envisioned in my little brain. But regardless of all that, the gears are in there. If I have another use for more overdrive, I'll know where there's a set I can get. So if I happen to build something else. Anyway, guys, check that description. Use those links. Hit that subscribe. Ring that bell. And you guys go out and have yourself an overdrive kind of day.
If you're still watching, you are top shelf. You are the cream of the crop, the pick of the litter. You are phenomenal. Thank you for watching to the end of the video. It means a lot to me. Now, down below, there are links for the products you see. Also for channel memberships, if you guys want to be a part. Channel members get early viewing on pretty much everything that I can. So, guys, check that description. There's a lot of info down there. Thank you all for watching.